Hi darlings, welcome back yet to another Oshe baddest. I told you guys this year we are doing amazing, fantabulous and mind-blowing stuff. This year we are definitely going to be revealing a lot, exposing a lot in the history, yes, of Nigeria and as well Ghana. Call it ECOWAS, United Nations, Africa as a whole. And yes, today we have a special guest of honor. Just comment below, guess below in the comment section whom you think. I know you've already seen in the title. So today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls in the house, sit down, grab your cup of tea, your popcorn, any favorite of yours that you can sit and take while binging and watching this video, because it's about to be lit. It's about to be what? A banger. Yes, I have a special guest in the house that has something to tell us as a history, as a story between Nigeria and Ghana, which is no other than the incident that happened in between 1969 first in Ghana to 1972, and also in Nigeria in 1983, which is no other than the great history of Ghana must go that we know as Nigerians. Ladies and gentlemen, before we delve into all that, let me introduce to you the special guest in the house, which is no other than, so ladies and gentlemen, it's my one and only my beloved, my young, sweet, charming mother, Oshe baddest. I know you guys will be like, are you sure this is your mother or your elder sister? This is my mother, a mother to 8 lovely, amazing children, and I am even the 6th. Can you beat that? Can you beat that? Officially, I will be calling her grandma, because that's what, you know, I'm fond of calling her grandma, exactly. And guys, today I bring to you Dr. Mrs. Victoria Ugoji. Over to you, grandma. Yeah, greet them.
Hello, my wonderful and great audience in this outfit. Thank you for finding time to come to watch in this wonderful video. Just like she has said and in the introduction, she's my 6th child out of 8 children, 5 boys and 3 girls that God gave to me. It's amazing. When I saw her doing this, I said, wow, God, this is a wonderful inspiration you've given to my daughter. And I gave God the glory. So I welcome all of you to this day to watch just like she has introduced. Thank you and remain blessed.
All right, thank you, grandma. Officially, this is my namesake, right? Victoria is the surname that is different though, right? So take note. My mom here, I let it be on disclaimer, put it out here that she's been taking unawares. Like, this was not planned, this was not prepared. She just came visiting like after service, and I was like, no, grandma, I've been wanting to do this video with you because I've got a lot of my subscribers who have always been, you know, in one way or the other, chipping in this issue of Ghana must go, the history. And you know, I wasn't born then. It was a long time, or it's been a long time ago, like very, very long time. I believe most of you on this platform were not even born, exception to the elderly, right? And as you can see, my mom is a living witness that experienced that. You know, somehow this story would have also been so interesting in the mouth of my late father, because he's a historian, a great storyteller, yes. But unfortunately, he's not alive to tell the story. And I believe as well, my mom is a representative of him. Exactly. And she can definitely do better. This is a retired teacher, like a retired teacher, principal. She's taught for years and went into the principal level and principaled so many schools and retired. She's a retiree as we speak. It's an honor to have her here on this channel, guys. It's been the longest time coming, and I just felt like today, by the grace of God, is the right day. So on here, without any waste of time, it's me definitely going to be asking her one after the other what she knows about the story between Nigeria and Ghana, because I am a Nigerian and most of my audience are Ghanaians, and a lot of you would really find this video very, very interesting, educative and entertaining. And please, to add to that, I want you to watch this video without sentiment, without bias, without emotions, because everything we are saying today is all in history. But it's good we share this story so that we can learn the lessons at the end of the day, right? Isn't it?
It is.
We can learn our lessons and take corrections, take note where mistakes were made and where we need to improve as citizens of different countries. Because if we must unite as citizens of West, East, North and South Africa, we must definitely learn from history, and history is a very, very important part of our life. So I've been talking. I will hand over this microphone to my mom and let her talk and tell us, first of all, what are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Quite ready.
You're ready? Yes.
I'm ready.
She's ready, yeah. And definitely, I want to start by asking, did you actually experience the Ghana incident of Ghana must go between Nigeria and Ghana? I think specifically on the part of Nigeria to Ghana, right?
Well, when this whole matter happened in Nigeria, I was still a young girl in the secondary school. As at that time, history was one of the key points in the curriculum of education in Nigeria. But I'm surprised that today, history is phasing out, that so many of our kids, so many of our children are not taught history about our past. And that's why so many people don't know their genealogy. They don't know where they come from. They don't know where they migrated from. Because history in our educational curriculum is phasing out. And I feel those of them that are in our educational making policies should go back and make history compulsory in the scheme of work in our educational curriculum, so that it will be a sort of futuristic plan towards knowledge to the yet unborn. A situation where somebody will be either in Nigeria, from other countries, and when he's old, he can no longer, she can no longer trace his way back to his origin, either as a country or as a state. The issue of Ghana must go, like I told you, I was a young girl. It happened in the year 1983. 1983, when Shagari was the president of Nigeria. And in River State, Melford Okilo was the governor. We saw it, and we were taught also as a history, which sometimes the memory cannot go off easily. It was immediately after the Nigerian Civil War. Issues came up that the Prime Minister of Ghana repatriated some Nigerians from Ghana. The root cause and the real cause of such repatriation, I cannot figure out. I feel personally that Ghana must have had an immigration law and policies in their country to retain people from outside their country. As an immigration law, they thought it wise that they had to repatriate some people to their country, because those people that were repatriated were not properly and documented, and some of them must have passed through the wrong way to get to Ghana. So by so doing, the Ghanaian government, through the immigration law, thought it wise to send those of them from Nigeria away, because they never had the relevant papers, traveling documents that would warrant them to be in Ghana. And so they were sent home.
Okay, Grandma, at this point, I think even till date, because I am seeing that it all boils down to immigration law, because why I really think this is very important is as a result of what is happening in the world today. What is trending currently is countries taking immigration seriously. There are countries that have always taken their immigration seriously. Ghana is one, South Africa is one, as in Africa, right? Then it is just of recent that Nigeria is trying to pick up recently now. But in the Western world, immigration has been a thing, guys. And if you know, you know. If you're not legal and well documented, you can't stay in most of these Western European countries, right? And I think, just like you've mentioned, immigration was the key factor, because you can't be in other people's country and you're not well documented. So I believe from what you're explaining now is based on the fact that Ghana wanted to know their citizens and immigrants who are well documented and who are supposed to be in the country. Definitely led to it. So comment below as a Ghanaian, because I think on the other hand, this was actually Grandma in 1969 to 1972. 72. Correct us in the comment section if we're wrong. And I know Ghanaians should know more about this history. Like we are saying, history is very important. And let me also ask again to Grandma at this point, the way the Ghanaian government asked the Nigerian citizens at the end of the day to leave, was it really fair enough? We are taking it very raw, honest, and truthful here. Was it fair enough for that part of the Ghanaian government asking Nigeria to leave? From what you know as history, was it okay? Like, if you must ask people to go, the time frame in particular, was it enough? Well, fair enough?
Well, I cannot say categorically that it is fair or not fair, because a country has to protect its geographical location, the citizens, and everything that will make them a country.
Exactly.
Because if you don't protect what you have, that thing will be bastardized.
Hey, Charlie, you there? Go ahead.
And another person who knows how to protect it will take it from you.
Exactly.
And by then you will lose it. And probably Ghanaians did not want to lose their country to Nigeria, because geographically they are very close. If you allow undocumented immigrants to flood into your country without relevant and genuine documents, they can rise up and cause you problems that you cannot handle as a country. That's why I'm saying that you cannot take it against them as unfair treatment to Nigerians.
Okay. But from history, guys, I think the time frame was okay. The time frame given to them. Now we have come to understand that it actually did happen in Ghana, right?
Yeah.
And the reason was immigration reason from history. Okay, now back to Nigeria now. In 1983, when you were actually born and young, like you said, in the regime of Shehu Shagari, if I'm right, okay, because I think I have a knowledge. And guys, I think this is my first time talking about this here, because for the longest time I've been hearing and seeing this issue coming up back and forth on the social media, but I think I need to talk about it now because I have somebody who have a better understanding, right? And now, how did the Nigerian government handle and come up with their own? That, from what I know, it was actually a very, very traumatizing and painful experience to the Ghanaian citizens that were here in Nigeria, according to history. Let me know.
Yes. Nigerians, as I may say, took a very rash decision in sending their sister country away without giving them enough time. That is my personal opinion.
Okay, it's valid.
As at that time, at least if you want somebody to leave your country or leave a space for you, you have to give that person enough time, and not to be very rash and very spontaneous, impromptu to let them go, because so many of them have already integrated themselves into Nigerian affairs. When I was in the secondary school at that time, I was taught by some Ghanaians.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
This is my first
I attended the government girls secondary school, Harbour Road, Port Harcourt.
Oh, wow.
We had young guys who were teaching us, and they were from Ghana. They were from Ghana.
Hold up. Is it that Ghanaians have been in this industry and limelight of being academicians, enlightened, disciplined, well-groomed, from what I know today? Yeah. It's been like that.
They were marvelous.
Oh my God.
They were good.
Ghanaians.
They don't compromise easily.
Oh my God.
They will make you, they were in the educational sector.
Oh my God.
They will teach you in between lines for you to know exactly what they want you to know.
Oh my God.
They don't compromise with their knowledge. And that's why even today, some Nigerians even find it very, very important to take their children to Ghana to acquire education. So at that point, they were not troublesome.
They were not incriminating.
There was nothing to incriminate them. Only they came to Nigeria because their economy was harsh.
Really?
They had what we are experiencing in Nigeria today was what Ghana experienced in her economy. But I thank God that today they have upgraded. I cannot categorically say that it's because they sent away Nigerians and other immigrants, illegal immigrants, out of their country. But they reorganized themselves, reorganized their policies. They organized themselves in such a way because if somebody does not tell you the truth, you will not know how to arrange your life. When Nigeria, as a country, repatriated the Ghanaians from our country, it was even some of us in Nigeria were weeping.
Oh, on their behalf.
On their behalf, because they had, some of them had already integrated themselves. Some of them were doing some menial jobs, teaching, working in our factories. Within that short space of time that Nigeria gave to them, Nigerian government gave to them, it was as if there was enmity between, we are sending away your enemy.
Yeah.
So some of them felt it.
Most of them should. Of course, all of them should.
Most of them that left Nigeria, because Nigeria was a succor
for them
to survive the harsh economy. But I don't know whether it was there as a retaliation to what Ghana did to Nigeria the year 1969 to 72, that Nigerians came up to ask them to go in the year 1983. I don't know whether it was a retaliation or they wanted also to reorganize their immigration policy, immigration law. But the space of time given to the Ghanaians that were living in Nigeria was not fair enough. To me, as my own personal, you may have your own opinion, you may have your own knowledge about the whole matter, but this is what, because we lost most of our good teachers in our schools. By the time they were going, we missed them. But I thank God the world is moving on. So whatever transpired to make Nigeria ask Ghana to leave
in such a short time.
And within a short notice
I think it was just barely 1 week.
It was barely 1 week, and if you are not ready to leave Nigeria,
they were ready to do and undo.
Oh my goodness. Some of them were even trying to abscond from leaving because they were not prepared. But all the same, they left with bitterness in their hearts. But the world is moving on. We are sister countries, Nigeria and Ghana. You can't know a Nigerian, you can't know a Ghanaian physically.
Oh, wow.
Except, you can't differentiate them.
Except they speak.
Except they speak. And I love their accent. I love their accent, I love their intonation.
Oh, wow.
So, and I believe that by now, those things, those issues should have been forgotten. And let's move on as a sister ECOWAS countries. And they resorted to buying that bag. So they coined the name of that bag to the event of the day, Ghana must go. They changed the name of that bag to the issue on ground, to pack their personal effects, get their luggages, to leave Nigeria. And I know some of them that acquired a lot of properties, must have left them.
Lost everything.
Lost everything, only to get that Ghana back.
To go.
To pack their luggages, their personal effects, to leave Nigeria for Ghana. So, Nigeria now coined the name. Since the name Ghana and the people in question is also Ghana, they now coined it Ghana must go, because that was the back.
So, Grandma, this is quite interesting and very, very emotional, because for me, I'm beginning to see a lot of things, and I'm beginning to read through the lines where Nigerians have really, really, erred. Like, most importantly, like we mentioned, the time frame. And like we are, speculating. We are speculating. We are not completely sure if it's as a result of what Ghanaians did by definitely asking Nigerian illegal and undocumented citizens to go. But asking all the Ghanaian citizens to go at the end of the day in Nigeria, whether legal, illegal, documented, non-documented, without verification, without verifying, is
verifying their documents,
is in all shade of being mean and cruel. Like, I must say, you guys know and know me for one thing, that I have always not mixed my words when I really want to say things. But if this is actually what it means, I would say that it is not right. It is not right. And today history is making itself again that we still have a lot of Nigerians in Ghana, right?
Yeah.
And there are some Ghanaians in Nigeria as well. And at the end of the day, we can see that memory is gradually elapsing and erasing, right? But to be sincere and to be very candid, it was not a fair and just act by Nigerians, especially those who were there in those days. You see, today we are new generations.
That's it.
And we have come to, entangle ourselves with these things, and it's an indelible pain, no matter how we see it. You can't beat a child and tell the child not to cry. A pain in the heart of both Nigerians and Ghanaians, and we, the descendants, the generations today, are still feeling it. Exactly. And you see, one thing I have come to understand in all these things is that this generation is trying to change the narrative.
That's it.
To see how we can push all these things aside and come together as one. Because for how long are we going to continue to grieve? How long are we going to continue to bear the pain and the grudge and the, animosity? Because at the end of the day, it's hurting. It's hurting, and the earlier we learn to forgive these things, the better, right?
Yeah, we push it behind.
We push it behind and move on.
Forward.
In life,
be thinking of racial discrimination.
Yes.
We are supposed to be thinking of technology like the Western world.
Okay.
For this generation.
Okay.
And not to bring what our forefathers and our parents did in the past. Because a Ghanaian can still marry a Nigerian.
They do marry.
And a Nigerian can still marry a Ghanaian.
Or even interact and other things.
And then we can travel.
Or save each other in a dire situation. Yes. Life happens.
We are black race.
It has been happening. Yes, we are black race. And that's the African unity we are talking about. Yes.
If you go to the Western world, with our color, you may not know who is a Ghanaian or a Nigerian, except we speak.
Yes. And on the part of...
Or we identify ourselves.
Yes.
By our countries.
Yes. And on the part of Nigeria, this should serve as a deterrent, a warning, and a lesson as well to each and every one of us, especially in these younger generations. You see, the age and the phase of our parents are gradually phasing off.
Yeah.
Today, it's a blessing and an honor that we have my mom in question, alive, still living and here to tell the story. There are so many people like we know, especially like I mentioned, my dad have passed on and they're not here to tell the story. So guys, this is a lesson for all. First of all, I would not want us to leave here without learning the major and key lessons, which is what? Inflicting pain on each other as human beings.
Emotional pain,
emotional trauma on humans is absolutely wrong. And secondly, doing things the right way.
And some of them had children.
I heard of a subscriber here that said he was young. He was with his father or his family going back. They trekked a long distance. Some people died. Some people were starved. In fact, that story is not something that we can recount and recall, because at the end of the day, it's still open up wounds and injuries that
will make the two countries not to
even interrelate and interact. And I think that is where we still have this animosity today. but it's to an extent, right? But Grandma, I know we've talked and we have analyzed this. Aside that incident, like you've mentioned earlier on, in a sentence and in summary, what do you think about Ghanaians as a country, and as a people, from the beginning of your existence till date? Because I know that you should know a lot. You should have experienced them. Me, I didn't experience, and I was not born then. So what do you know?
Well, I can say that we are one in color and in geographical location as Africans.
Okay. How are they? Like their character, their personality?
Their character, even twins, have their individual differences.
Okay.
So you cannot assess a whole country by their modus operandi, what they do and what they don't do. So as a country, I'm advising, this is the time for Africans to arise and see ourselves as one. Whatever had happened in the past should be, done with. When this thing happened in the year 1983, we were feeling that no Ghanaian will allow a Nigerian to go to Ghana. But until now, Nigerians are still traveling to Ghana.
I'm telling you.
We are living with them, which means the heartlessness demonstrated during that period of sending them away, they didn't take it too serious against Nigerians.
If not, no Nigerians.
If not, no Nigerian can step his or her feet into Ghana, which means they are very resilient, they are forgiving, accommodating, and they are ready to give out knowledge.
Easy going.
They are ready. I've not been to Ghana. They are ready to give out knowledge without any compromise and resentment. Are you not in Nigeria? Are you not in Nigeria? Can you remember what? And I also want that subject history to be reinstated into our educational curriculum, so that these children that are growing up now, we know their boundaries. We know what happened in the past and what is taking place today, presently, or currently, and they know how to address their future. All we are talking about is futuristic plan. The Western world, what each and every one of us from Africa is going to that place to enjoy, is just what those people, their forefathers, have fought for and cared for them. And we are going, what are we doing in Africa to keep legacy, enjoyment for our future generation? So let us forget the past. Nigerian, please forget the past. Ghanaians, forget the past. Let us move as one. Very soon, some of us who witnessed that incident, that issue, we may be facing our out. Like she told you, my husband is late. And many of them that knew what happened, even our leaders,
are gone.
Until what happened in the time of J.C. Rollins. J.J. Rollins. Thank you for reminding me. J.J. Rollins brought Ghana to what it is today. Because everybody now knows that whatever belongs to the government belongs to everybody.
Exactly.
Whatever belongs to the government is the people. For the people. And by the people.
Exactly.
You cannot take government resources and make it your personal enjoyment. And that is what is keeping us as countries, as a continent, behind
especially
other nations, especially Nigeria.
Ghana is improving.
Ghana has improved
a great deal. Because
the major issue of a country is economic development.
Exactly.
If the economy of a country is not stable, if there's no greed, if there is no corruption,
exactly,
you see, the country will leave legacies for the yet unborn.
Exactly.
You cannot carry the resources of the country and then use it to flex as your personal property, like what we're seeing in Nigeria, and nobody queries you. But I pray that what happened in the time of Rollins should not take place in Nigeria. Ghanaians, I congratulate you. Nigerians, let us learn. and then change.
Change.
And that change should begin with us.
With us, exactly. That's what I usually tell them.
If there's no change, there'll be no development.
At all. Exactly. You heard that, right?
Everything we are struggling for to put on ground will be bastardized. Because the future generation are not well groomed. They are not well informed. And that's why you see this issue of Yahoo, Yahoo, and Yahoo Plus is trending. Instability in our marriages. Domestic violence and toxic relationships. It shouldn't be. We should be guided by the rule of law. Our policies should not be a biased policy. The policies should carry everybody along. No intimidation, no incrimination, no diabolism. What should rule us, no matter your religion, no matter your race, is love.
Lord, let love bind us together.
Let love bind us together. Ghanaians, I hope you're hearing me. Nigerians, let love bind us together in Africa.
Bind us together, Lord. Bind us together with love that cannot be broken. Bind us together, Lord. Bind us together, Lord. Bind us together with love. Let there be love. Shade amongst us, let there be love in our hearts. Let there be love, shade amongst us. Let there be love. Amen.
God bless you, my daughter.
Hey, guys.
You did not take my name in vain.
Exactly.
That is a wonderful impartation.
Yes, dear.
You're my Vicky.
Yes.
You're my wonderful daughter.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love you too, Mom. And
May
guys,
God prosper your work.
Amen.
In
Thank you.
Jesus' name.
Amen. And what do you have to say to my audience?
I love you all. Continue to view.
Thank you.
Continue to take her as your personal person.
They have been doing that. They are trying. They are doing well.
It's not all about money.
Yes, it's not about the money.
It's about relationship
Yes.
and the impartation.
Yes, relationship.
Tell the world
Yes.
what you know about this channel.
Yes.
Continue to check on this channel.
Amen.
Connect to this channel.
Hey, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Some of the crude informations we have
Yes.
will be deleted.
Oh, share.
And life will go on.
Yes, guys, if I leave this woman, this great mother of virtue and honor here, we can go on and on. But because of time constraint, we just need to draw the line here.
Yeah.
And I want to say thank you so much for gracing my audience.
Yeah.
Thank you for...
There's a land where we never grow old.
Yes.
If you have this love in your heart, it will be every year young.
You see
That's
how
what
she's
they
young?
call me
Yes.
most of the time.
Yeah.
Mama, when are you like? I said, I'm not going to grow old because I have the love of God in my heart.
Exactly, guys. So that
Yeah.
is it.
Yeah.
We've had it all, and it's an honor, a privilege, and definitely going to be a memory
Yeah.
forever and ever
Thank
for you to be here.
Thank you for
In-
bringing
in
me to
years
your
to come,
audience.
In years to come, even when you will be no more, we'll come back and revisit this
Oh
channel.
my goodness, I'll be appearing to see my people. I am retired but not tired.
At all.
Anytime I wish to come and see my audience and they will see me,
Yes.
I will
You will
call.
come, yes. And God is definitely going to grant you more years
Yeah.
ahead, longevity with health,
Without infirmity.
without infirmity, with long life, with
Yeah.
strength and prosperity.
That's it.
You are definitely going to live to reap more of the fruit of your labor.
Yes.
Exactly. And definitely, once again, on behalf of the family of Vibes with Chivik, we say thank you for, gracing our timeline, and thank you for this wonderful impact of knowledge and history you've rendered to us here today. We can never forget it. And guys, at this point, I know your
You're
mouth,
welcome.
your heart is filled.
Yeah.
Is full. Just leave everything in the comment section. What do you want grandma to hear from you? she would definitely.
I wish you a wonderful year 2025.
Yes, grandma watches the channel, so she will definitely watch this video and see your lovely and your interesting comments. Tell her something in the comment section from the depth of your heart.
I love you.
Exactly. She says she loves you and she loves each and every one of you as Ghanaians, non-Ghanaians. In fact, an audience on this page, she loves
Nigerian
you. And my Nigerian, able fatherland. Exactly. We are expecting to do better.
I love you.
Yes. And guys, let's draw the line here. Let's continue in this comment section. And at this point, if you're yet to like this video, what are you waiting for? Please, I beg of you, hit on the like button and share this video, because this story needs to go viral. People need to know about a living witness of this incident and the outcome of it today. Yes, share. I beg of you. And at the end of the day, subscribe to be a part and parcel of this channel. You've heard it all. Till next time, keep vibing to environment, to nature, your surrounding, and all those good stuff. And for now, do have a lovely, peaceful, a cheerful, and a blessed day. Ciao, ciao.